Okay guys, check it out. I got a recipe for you today. It's going to be one of the last uh, raw food recipes that I do because Dave and I are going to, Dave the raw food truck driver and I are going to be starting a juice feast, fast, whatever you want to call it, on Sunday. We're both looking forward to it. We're going to get together. We're going to do another interview. Dave's going to talk a little bit more about everything he's gone through to lose 178 pounds. If you haven't seen that video, you gotta watch it. But check this out. I'm gonna make a recipe and then I'm gonna talk a little bit about something that was going through my mind a little while ago. But anyways, let's do this recipe first. Okay, check it out. So I got about 1.5 cups of pumpkin seeds, right? And I'm gonna toss those in the food processor. Then I've got 1 bunch of cilantro. Squeeze the water out of that. I just put the stems in and all, whatever, more fiber, right? If I'm in the mood for fiber, I'm in the mood for fiber. If I'm not, then I'm just going to make juice, right? Tonight's a fiber night. You'll see why. Veggies. But anyways, there's 1.5 cups of pumpkin seeds, and then I've got 1 jalapeno pepper. Again, this is pretty stimulating meal, so anyways, good grub for everybody out there who's still, you know, grubbing on the fat raw foods, on the grubbing raw foods. But 3 cloves of garlic. You can do 2 or 3, or hell, you can do 5 or 10 if you want, if that's your thing. We're trying to keep it balanced right here, just real mellow. And then I'm going to take some lime, squeeze that over the top. Lime just really hooks up when you've got the jalapenos and the garlic and the cilantro. The lime just really, you know, just brings all that together real well. And you'll notice me, I mean, this is basically how I've lived. Fruits and green juices during the day, and then at night, basically some type of like nut pate or salsa with vegetables. I'm literally like a vegetable addict at nighttime, you know? So I know there's worse stuff, you know, for sure. Probably going to watch some spiritual videos tonight while grubbing on all this food, because it takes a while to eat this many veggies. But that's it. I mean, that's the recipe right there. And then I'll put in a little bit of sea salt, and then I'm gonna just pulverize it, and that's it. I mean, it's so dang simple, right? I don't want to take like 2 hours to make raw food recipes. No thanks. No way, dude. I'm a human being and I have a life. No offense to all the raw food chefs. I mean, if that's your thing. I've had more than one offer to open up a raw food restaurant, and I'm like, no way, dude. I do not want to be around all that food. I do not want to be tasting food all day. I'm into this for the health. I like mangoes, I like cherries, I like watermelon and cantaloupes, and I like coconut, celery, cucumber, and wheatgrass juice. I do not want to be around all those recipes. Dave and I went to a raw food restaurant. We ordered like $200 worth of raw food, man, and it was like cakes and all this crap because he was celebrating, right? And I'm like, okay, I'll go along with this. So I just pigged out, dude. And I said to myself, I said to Dave afterwards too, I said, dude, we got to do this about once every 6 months so that we remember why we don't eat this way. So anyways, all that led up to the huge raw food party that we had last weekend. Ended up being like an opportunity we just got all motivated and we're like, okay, dude, let's you know, let's do another juice feast, because let's take it to the next level, you know. And so that's exactly what we're gonna do, is take it to the next level with the juice diet, because I know I'm ready. My mind wants to get clear. So I could pulverize this more if I wanted, but then I've got this gorgeous plate of carrots, celery, zucchini, and broccoli that I'm gonna dip in here. I may pulverize it after the video, but that was the recipe I wanted to say. That's just good, man. Ooh, that jalapeno's nice and hot. So that's cool. Make that recipe and enjoy it. And another thing you can do is, if you want to lighten it up a little, You could even throw a whole zucchini in there to spread out the fat content. This is probably enough for me and Krista for like tonight and tomorrow or whatever, you know. And then on Sunday, Dave and I are going to start our juice feast with another wheatgrass party. We're going to order 50 ounces of wheatgrass. They actually had to hire, they have to hire somebody to come in special to juice our wheatgrass for us because it takes like about an hour and a half or something to juice that much wheatgrass. Now, is that cool or what? Dude, they got to hire somebody else to juice our wheatgrass for us. But, what I was going to talk about today real quick, I got to keep my eye on this timer. I got to push my little iPhone thing there and slide the bar across to see that I've got a couple more minutes left to chat with you guys. But today I was just like, I was just kind of like going in and out on this, like felt like I really needed to exercise. Like I've been getting a lot of rest, I've been eating really well, and I just haven't really had a real good workout. You know, I've done a little bit of bike riding and a lot of walking and stuff, but I thought I needed a good hearty workout. So I was just like, but my brain was just like, ugh, you know, and I was just like, oh man, I was just like, I almost just said screw it, you know, and just like laid down and ate and watched a movie. But then I was like, well, maybe I'll just bounce on the rebounder a little bit, you know, and just to see what happens, you know. I ended up bouncing on the rebounder, and like about a minute into it, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad I started doing this because I could feel the momentum. It took me quite a while to get the momentum, but once I got it, got on the rebounder, I knew, boom, yep, intuitively I knew it was time to exercise. But there's always that, you know, that little, it's like, you know, you don't really know. That's what I used to be like back in the bodybuilding days. And I had this thing that I used to go by, and it was just like, I mean, your body knew it was time to exercise, you know, and it was just like, it was trying to make up any excuse it could. So when I was a bodybuilder, like literally half the time when I would go to work out, my body and my brain would be like, no, not today, let's just skip it. And it's like, if you're a bodybuilder, you got to have discipline. And so my rule was always this: when it came to exercise, when it came to the workouts for the pumping it up, get through the gym door. Just walk through the door. That was basically all I had to do. 90% of the time, if I made it through the door, I'd have a great workout. The other 10%, I really was too tired. My nutrition wasn't right. I hadn't had enough rest. So a lot of times when you're resisting the exercise, there's a good reason for it. Maybe you've been working too hard. Maybe you haven't been having enough sleep. Maybe you've been under a little bit of stress and your body's just not ready to exercise. You need to get a little bit of rest and just take it easy for a while. Rest your mind. A lot of other times though, it's not that. It's some kind of a resistance, you know? And so my suggestion is today, and my inspiration for you guys is, if you feel like you want to exercise, but your mind, or you feel like you should exercise, or it'd be good for you to exercise, and your mind and your body are going, oh, good, dragging their feet, you know, just get out the door. You know, just walk out the door and just walk. And throw your iPod on, you know, and just walk, and just say, I'll just go around the block, you know. And a lot of times, I bet you'll find that once you get started, you'll get a minute into it, and you'll be like, oh my God. Once it's flowing, you'll be like, oh my God, I'm glad I walked out the door. I'm glad I hopped on the rebounder. I'm glad I got through the doors at the gym. I'm glad I put the yoga video in. You know what I'm saying? Exercise is really important. You know, we don't want to overdo it, but we definitely want to keep the blood pumping. We want to keep this hot nutrition burned up, used up. We want to exercise, and we want to eat, and we want to live good. I just wanted to share that with you today because it was a real great experience, and I thought everyone could learn from that real well. So I got to go because my time is up. Enjoy the recipe. Thanks a lot, guys. God bless you.